Hello and welcome to this alternative channel, Anti-War. This is Anti-War, my alternate channel, and I'm doing the Budweiser Nitro Reserve Gold. Now, I recorded a video for the main channel, but I haven't posted it yet. So here you get a sneak preview. I bought this yesterday. I could have bought it a week ago. It was $14.90 for a 12-pack, so I kept waiting. I could have bought it 2 weeks ago. I said, I'll just go to Walmart. They don't have it. Nobody's got it. I said, well, heck, I'll just buy it at the store I saw it at. I mean, I'm not going to wait around, you know. It's Best by August of 2020. Give it another one. I'll prime it like my lawnmower. 11th of August, 2020. I got to prime it. It says 3 times, but it won't work. Do it 4 times and it starts right up. But I've mainly been using my manual lawnmower. Oh. You know, with no motor, you just push it and it turns. Okay. All right. This thing's popped out sticky in the glass. I poured one earlier for the review. I didn't realize I had so much barley gluten stickiness. I assume the stickiness is coming from the barley gluten. Where would it come from? The hops? Well, I guess it could be, but I don't think it's going to have a lot of hop action. This beer has water, barley malt, hops, and yeast. Oh, look at that nitro head, that creamy, medium, off-white nitro head in this gold appearance, they call it. I'm not too sure I would call that gold. I would say amber. I gotta wipe this up. Spilt a little bit. It's got a matte finish on the can. Matte meaning it's kind of rough. Not glossy. The finish on this wall in this office is matte. Not that you can see the wall because of all the stuff on it, but it's a flat blue, like a cobalt blue. The aroma, little metallic. You say, you lie. Metallic cans do not give off tinniness. Well, that's what they say in the craft beer world. $14.99 divided by 12. $1.25 a can. Not the greatest price in the world, but it is all barley malt. Let's look at Tap Into Your Beer, shall we? Oh my goodness. All right. Smells like cereal grains. Well, that makes sense, you know, because that's what this is made from. Cereal. What cereal? Barley. Right? Barley. If you get a bowl of cereal in the morning, it'd be like oats or corn or rice usually, right? I guess you could use barley. I don't know why Tap Into Your Beer is going so slow. It used to be a faster website. They got some new way they run it. It's a much less user-friendly website. I mean, the information's good. It's slow. It used to be. It's becoming cloudy again. I find that strange. I thought the cold front passed. It says your connection is unstable. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Maybe that's why it's going slow. Let's see. Tap Into Your Beer It's between 3 and 5%. This morning I did the mixed cocktail, the Mai Tai. Well, it'll be a week before I post it, probably 12%. Very good product if you want to drink a real sweet, sugary, super high alcohol beer, 12% in a pint can. I gave it a 95. I thought they did a great job. I mean, but it's just too strong, and I just felt like woozy, you know, like out of it for a few hours. And I'm glad those are gone. I did all 4 flavors: the green, the red, the orange, and the gold. And I'm not going to miss them. And even though they're very good, now you might say, well, how could you give something a 95 and then say you're not going to miss it? Because I don't like the style. I tried some of those seltzer style beers, spiked seltzers. They were good in their realm, you know, in their little, or I shouldn't say little, huh? Not these days. But they're not something that I would want to drink. Oh man, this is not coming up. It's not a disparagement against the product. I don't have to like a product. That's not important. Okay. Bud Light Lemonade. I do want to try that one though. That's no joke. Just come up. I should have just. Oh, here we go. Hard and simple. Pineapple tepache, 5%. What the deuce? Single drinks made hard. Hard and simple pineapple tepache. Well, I'm looking at it on their website, and it looks like it's in a 25-ounce can. Uh-oh. Looks like some more excitement is coming out. If any of you viewers, and it's never many on this alternative channel because not too many people know about the channel. If you see about that pineapple tepache, hey. Hard and simple. Oh, I got to research that. Okay. Water, barley, malt, and hops. That's it. That's all they're saying. They're not saying what kind of hops, what kind of barley, you know. Hard and simple. I got to remember that in my mind. Okay. You do get a little hop action here, a little bitterness from the hops of probably noble hops like Hallertau, Tettnang, or something like that. Like that. It's brewed with renewable 100% electricity from wind power. Now, isn't that special? Wind power. Is wind power efficient? No, but it is government subsidized, and it is one of those virtue signal energy sources. You know, you say, well, it might be wasteful, but the green environmentalists, ecological, you know, the ecology people like it. May not be efficient, may not really be smart, may probably hurt the world. I'm sorry, the planet more than our traditional energy. But then Anheuser-Busch can say, look how good we are. We're probably better than you, more virtuous than you. And we use renewable wind energy. And that's why you're paying $14.99 a 12-pack. Since it's government subsidized, you help pay for the production of the product. It's kind of high, medium body. It's 167 calories. There's a little sweetness. So like, I forgot to talk about this on my recorded video. On the Cyclops scale, it's probably 3 out of 5 sugar cubes. So into the sweet. Bitterness, probably about 2 out of 5 hop cones. It's a crisp finish. The mouthfeel, the Nitro, gives it some character, like a Boddington's Pub Ale, which I like. Now, my friend David, who I just talked to on the phone, he didn't like the Boddingtons. And I was like, I don't get that. But he said, I don't like nitro beers. Okay. Different strokes for different folks. I love nitro beers, but whatever you want to drink, I guess you may as well drink it, right? That's what I always say. Drink whatever you want to drink. I'm a nitro beer guy. I'm a nitro beer guy. I like nitro beers. Boddingtons, your Wexford cream, Irish cream, Wexford from England, but they call it Irish cream. John Smith's ale from Mariel, England. We hadn't gotten that in 6 years. Thank you very much. No, thank you very much. Guinness Draft, a little too low alcohol, but anyway. And your Murphy's. And whatever other ones they have, which I love them. Oh, yeah. Wake Up Dead. Wake Up. Nitro from Left Hand Brewing. The Left Hand Brewing Milk Stout Nitro. That's a jewel. All of these nitro beers. I like them. I'm not gaga. I'm not cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over them. But I like them. I like them. Somebody asked me would I do a video for the cars, like a music review video. I said, I don't think so. I like the cars to an extent. I have their 1978, 79, 80, 81, and 84 albums. Those first 5 studio albums. I like them. I don't love them. I don't like them enough to do a video about it. I'm sorry. I still got to do Kiss Highlights Part 3. Might do it today. We may as well. Some bands, I have their albums, but I just like them. I don't love them. Cheers, Ron. Hey, cheers to you, Ronnie. So anyway, so I'm drinking this. I'm enjoying it. I give it a 94 out of 100. It's very good. I'd buy it. I'd try it. I did try it. This is the second try. And I recommend it. Would I pay $14.99 for another 12-pack? No, I would not. For the rest of my life. Now, I'm talking about in today's money. We use fiat money, so the value tends to decline. And I'm dealing with all these fear people, fear victims now. I'm like, wow, you giving into all this fear mongering? Open the panel. I want to rant. I can't because I'm not on StreamYard. I should have gone on StreamYard. Should have routed this through StreamYard. I know I like to rant too, but the whole thing is I posted on Facebook today. I said disease update. Flu for 2019-2020 flu season. So far 22,000 deaths. 22,000 deaths. I said coronavirus 19, what was it, 262? Let's think about that for a minute. 262, that's in the hundreds. 22,000 is in the tens of thousands. 22,000 flu deaths, no one gives a poot. No games canceled, no stores shut down, no panic, no commercials on TV, no governors making long speeches. Makes you wonder. 262 died. Total destruction of the United States. Strange. Now everybody I talk to saying, you read all these right-wing websites. It's some propaganda conspiracy website. I said, I got it from the CDC. Centers for Disease Control. That's where the information came from. Thank you. And now people keep telling me it's going to explode. It's going to explode. I said, no, it's probably going to die out, even though I know there's a lot of fear mongers hoping it's going to explode. The ones who are accepting it are the sheep. I'm sorry, it's true. How long do you think Americans will put up with this? I don't know. Americans are very foolish, Ronnie. Sorry. Oh, I coughed. Well, I do that. I coughed. I'm really sorry. um, People that think Germany was going to invade the United States in 1942. Think about it. The whole United States was basically shut down because they were telling people, be scared, be afraid, be very afraid, because we could have air raids from Japan and Germany. They never said Italy. They knew Americans weren't that dumb. Italy couldn't even defend themselves in the war. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but then, I mean, you know, they said Iraq could be such a threat in 2002. And I was calling a radio show saying, this is a joke. Iraq has no navy. Their army is horrible. They haven't won a war in their entire history. In their entire history. The last time Iraq won a war was when they were called Babylon, the Babylonian Empire. This is like before, during the days of the pharaohs. And it didn't last anyway because it got taken over by the Persians, the Iranians, the Persians and the Medes. Persia and Media, those two countries, Persians and Medes, which is today Persia, Iran. But you had Americans literally believing, mostly neoconservative, believing that Iraq was going to set off atomic bomb attacks on the United States. Germany's going to invade. Can't get across a 28-mile channel, the English Channel, but they're going to invade New York and North Carolina. Oh boy. Japan's going to bomb California. Oh yeah, I see that happening. So why not make people think relatively, you know, a virus, you know, people get viruses, they die. It's terrible. We hate for people to die. We don't want people to die. We've been having viruses in this world since the Great Flood. They didn't have viruses apparently before the Great Flood, really, because people lived to be 969 years old, like Methuselah. Well, they died. Some were murdered, like Abel. But then something happened with the world, and they had the flood. It never rained before the flood either. I got kind of a conflict with a priest. I said, it never rained before the flood. He said, it rained. I didn't want to argue with him in front of children, but it didn't rain. It did not rain before the flood. Sorry. But something happened with the world. I don't know. I didn't live in the epochs of the past. And then the fountains of the earth, you know, if you read the Bible, the fountains of the earth broke open. There was water coming out the earth and from the sky, rain. And something got released. I don't know, like viruses, I guess, bacteria and viruses. And then you see the lifespan just kept going down, down, down. And then if you make it to 120 now, you're playing with the house money. But back in the time of Moses, Noah and Cain and Abel and who was it, Gilgamesh and all of them? Who was the one that was the archer? Oh, but anyway, they never they would live 400, 500, 600 years. But that was a long time ago, and they had all kind of different things happening. But anyway, now there's all kind of sickness. I don't care what Mary Baker Eddy says. But Italy was the first place they invaded. Why? Italy? Because it was the easiest target. Why not? They had the least chance to resist. Well, actually, the first place they invaded was French Africa. Even less of an ability to resist, and plus a neutral country, I might add. But they always say the Germans attacked all these neutral countries. Well, so did the Allies. Many times in World War II. But my dad tried to compare it to malaria when I spoke to him today. Trump was talking about using quinine to treat it, and I've heard some good information about that. Abraham was 600 when he died. He was? Okay. French Africa, yeah. Morocco, French Morocco, Algeria, and Tunisia. French Africa, yeah. And, well, the French didn't have much of an army in Africa anyway. They had some naval forces and a minimal air power, so they couldn't really resist. So they just say, oh, well. And then they went from Africa to Tunisia, the closest country to Italy, went into Italy, who they couldn't do anything but lose. And then they went up. I don't know why they didn't just keep going up the Italian peninsula. I don't know why they had to land at D-Day with all these casualties, because southern France would have been a much easier target. Why even go through Normandy? Just go around the bottom. They can't stop you. And think about it. You attack southern France where there's a thin German defensive structure. And once you're in, you're in. I mean, the Americans and the British Empire, British Commonwealth were much stronger than the German and the Axis. So once they land, they could just keep growing. They're not going to kick them out of France. They could have just kept, and all the German forces were at the top. What they're going to do? So they could have just, I don't know. I'm not too impressed with American and British strategic movements in World War II, to tell you the truth. But people tell me, you're Monday morning quarterbacking. It's easier for you to assess it because you weren't there. Well, yeah, it is easy for me to assess it. What if Trump invokes dictatorial powers? Seems to me he's reluctant to take all these hysterical stances. He seems to be the eye in the hurricane like me. It's all these liberal Democrat governors doing it. Well, they're power mad anyway, so they have a lust for power. So they're saying, shut down California, man. Shut down Illinois. Shut down New York. Shut down, Connecticut. Shut down New Jersey. You say, your state's next, maybe. People are kind of bad in Louisiana. They don't listen to stuff. My dad asked me, why have we had no news from Russia? Russia has had no deaths from coronavirus that we know of. But I just don't think Russia has too many deaths. Russia is good at controlling their borders. They got a more sensible government, seems to be. Oh, I know. You say, no, because I saw on CNN, they said Russia was bad. And then that's left-wing people. And then some neo-right-wing people are going to tell me, I was watching Fox News, baby, America. They said Russia's bad. I saw a guy named Leonard Geld, and he said Russia was real bad, man. Right. Okay. Anyway. Ha 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 ha. Back to this Budweiser Nitro Gold. I recommend it. I like it, and I would buy it again. I think he said if someone had corona, they would just kill him. I seriously doubt that. Very good score for the Nitro. And I think I got to think about it, but I might go do a few things in the next 30 minutes or so, say 40 minutes, next 40 minutes. And I might come back on here and do a KISS part 3. KISS part 3. Ooh. KISS highlights part 3. Be done with it. I don't believe that Russia or Syria or Iran are inherently bad. They are bad because CNN and Fox says they're bad. Ronnie S., they're bad because we oppose them. So ipso facto, that makes them bad. It's like it's like the movie Caligula with the inverted logic, where Tiberius Caesar killed all these men who were good. You know, he killed all these, murdered all these men. And so Nera, his advisor, Nerva. He must have been nervous. Nerva says they were all good men. Like, you just murdered good people who maybe challenged you in some way, your madness. So then Caligula, who wasn't the emperor yet, says, I can't do an open panel for KISS because it doesn't, the audio quality is bad on, when you listen to the audio quality for music, it's not good for people for the playback. That's the only problem. If I feed it straight through Google Hangouts, or I'm sorry, YouTube Live, it comes out a lot better. Otherwise, I would do it openly. I did do a stream through StreamYard for music, but people were complaining about the sound. And then I listened to it myself and I said, oh, that stinks. And I deleted it. But anyway, back to that. So he says they were all good men. Nerva says they were all good men. So then Caligula, who wasn't the emperor yet, he was just the adopted grandson of the emperor. He says, well, if the emperor had them executed, then they must have been evil because the emperor said they were evil. So they had to be guilty of treason. And then Nerva said, Nerva told Caligula, you have a gift for logic. You have a gift for logic. Now he's being sarcastic with him because he knew he was stupid. Or evil, not stupid. So that's the mentality Americans have, right? Like that movie. Well, Iran, Syria, and Russia are evil because the president, well, not really Trump. He would probably like to make friends with them because the establishment says they're evil. So even if you killing them, bombing them, gassing them, burning them, atomic bombing them, they must be evil because the government says so. You know, don't let facts or the truth get in your way. I mean, we don't have time for these ridiculous considerations like the truth and facts. We got to go to the point of the matter. We got to get to the heart of the matter. The emperor has no clothes, right? So that was an interesting scene in the movie. And then, of course, Nerva says, I got my own. He tells Tiberius, I've taken my precautions. But then later he commits suicide. They were Romans, you know, so he slips his wrist in a bathtub, like in The Godfather Part 2. And he's saying, I can't live with this reptile becoming the emperor. He's talking about Caligula, with this reptile becoming the emperor. And then the emperor says, you'll respect Nerva, won't you, reptile? And he says, I've always respected him, Lord. He respected him, but he hated him and he wanted him dead because he would point out the evil and the truth of these people. So that's kind of like the press today, the media today. So anyway, I got to get off of this saying the chat is screwed up. They're probably going to shut down the internet, you know, so that people don't broadcast. They'll call it hate speech or fear mongering, even though it'd be the opposite of fear mongering. You know what I mean? Be the trying to keep people from being fearful. They'll probably shut that down because it's like helping to reduce the panic, you know. All right, anyway, so the Nitro is a winner, but when you consider the price, you probably never try it. Thank you.